Hey guys, Berg Gamer 81 here, and today I'm going to be showing y'all I'm going to do a review on Bakugan. So basically, it's something I grew up with, right? So, um, how it works, right, is you'll have normally it would be a three Bakugan deck, which this is a Bakugan. Um, This one in particular is Dragonoid, aka Drago. It's from the series. It's from season 1, which is Battle Brawlers, and with Legacy being Battle Brawlers, Nuvastroya, Mectenium Surge, and Gundalian Invaders. Not all. Gundalian first season 3 was Gundalian Invaders, and fourth was Mectenium Surge. But yeah, so Legacy Edition. With that being popular now, um, there's pretty high demand in Bakugan such as these. This one in particular is actually a B1 size, which is the original size that were made for Battle Brawlers before Sega Toys and Spin Master and whatever's. They had to change it up to B2s, which are slightly bigger. I actually have some B2s if I can find it. Here we go. So this is a B2 size. This is a Hyper Dragonoid. Y'all might be able to see the differences if I put original Drago next to. Yeah, there you go. So you see the differences. There's the B1, which is the original Drago, and there's B2, which is Hyper Drago. Now this one's from, I think, Gundalian Invaders. I could be wrong. I could be entirely wrong, but how it works basically. Let's get Hyper Drago out of the way. It's a review on original Drago here, but how it works basically is, so this is called a gate card, and it has a magnet inside of it, and basically is what is used in the tabletop game. Now there is a tabletop game and there is a video game based on the tabletop game. It's kind of confusing, but the tabletop game, believe it or not, was actually made before the show was released. Back in 06, well, I should rephrase that. Back in 06, the tabletop game came out in Japan, I want to say, and then 07 came around, and that's when us Americans and y'all's basically everyone else in the world got it around 07. And then the show was made in 07 for us Americans and Canadians and who all else is in the world. So, and it actually didn't it didn't actually appeal to the Japanese market as well as it did to the Americans and Canadians and whatever's. So yeah, so without further ado, let's pop this Drago open. Let's see what's up. So I'm not the best at rolling. There we go. So y'all might have. Let me just retry that actually. And this is how you fold a Bakugan. So, well, for Drago at least, I'll show it on camera a little bit better. But I'm not the best at rolling Bakugan like on a blanket because this is all I had right now. But yeah. So that shadow's gonna really annoy me. Okay, so if y'all saw that, and then y'all see that the horn didn't fold out whenever I got Drago on the card. Now I'm doing all this one-handed because well, I'm holding my phone with the left hand and I'm doing everything with the right. So basically that's Drago in his full form. Now in the Legacy Edition, you actually had G power. I say Legacy because in like 2018, Bakugan came back after being discontinued for about 7 years. Back in 2011, Mectenium Surge was the last season that came out for Legacy. So in 2018, Battle Brawlers, or no, not Battle Brawlers, Bakugan Battle Planet released. So that was a reboot, and personally, I don't think the reboot is any better than Battle Brawlers, which, I mean, Battle Brawlers to me is the most nostalgic thing ever. I remember watching it was like 10, if anything, and I got hooked on it ever since. So this one in particular has 300 G power, and that basically means how strong your Bakugan is in battle. Now, let me explain the gate cards and how those work. I've already explained that it has a magnet in it, and so this is a gold card, right? Since I have the Pyrus Bakugan, which is the red one, the Pyrus Bakugan get a 60 power boost on this card, and whatever it says on the bottom here says, while this card is in any player's used pile, all Pyrus, Darkus, and Sotera Bakugan are plus 50 Gs. So that basically means if this card in particular is in your use pile, for the rest of the game, you're if you're a Pyrus, Darkus, or Subterra, you basically get 50 G power added to your actual bonus. So I'd basically get 110 G power in total with Drago's 300 G power. So I would have 410 G power added onto Drago if I had Drago in battle with me. Having said that, let me show you all how to close Drago. So basically what I do the feet first. So I pull the feet back before I do the horn. And so now I do the horn. Cannot get in frame. Okay. Maybe it should be easier if I get it in ball form first. And then, yeah, so you just pull Drago's horn back, and there you go. So basically, yeah, that's an overview on how Bakugan, an overview and history about Bakugan, basically. There is another attribute to, no pun intended, but there is another thing for Bakugan. So for the actual game, you have these things called ability cards. These cards are not magnetic, they are flexible, right? So these cards will give you an extra boost. So this one gives me plus 80. So if I played my ability card after I played on this gate card here, I would have, as I mentioned, 410 on Drago. I would have 410 already, and then I would add this 80 if I played this ability card, so I would have 490, which isn't a bad amount of G power for the original Dragonoid. Well, for the original season, but you are kind of screwed if you have a player who has a lot more G power. So that's another thing that is essential for Bakugan. Now, when the Bakugan game came out, originally there was not any ability cards, and I think a little after the Battle Brawler show came out, they changed the rules of the game and added ability cards to the game, so that you have a better way to win, basically. But yeah, so I thought that might be an interesting video to make, because I've been very passionate about Bakugan ever since I was a kid. Little fun fact. So I actually had basically a full deck. Like, I had about maybe 30-something cards and about 10-15 Bakugan, if I remember right. And I had, in the process of moving one time, and this all when I was a kid, so it's basically a blur, but yeah, so whenever I was moving one day, I forgot to pack my Bakugan in my luggage, and I was so upset because I spent so much time, collecting, and it was like, well, this sucks. I cannot believe I lost my whole collection. But yeah, so it's what it is. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if y'all want to see any more Bakugan videos, I'll certainly be able to make those if you would like. And if anything, I'll probably have, assuming if I have friends who also have Bakugan, I can have someone else record me and my friends battling, so y'all see what it is like. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I don't usually like to ask, but can y'all like the video and subscribe and comment down below what do you think Bakugan would really like, what versions of Bakugan would y'all think would be better, the reboot or the Legacy Edition? Because personally I think Legacy is so much better than the reboot. And yeah, so I can actually explain these attributes here. So this is Pyrus, the attribute of fire; Aquas, which is the attribute of water; Subterra, which in the reboot, actually Subterra, they took that out. So the creators of Bakugan did not like Subterra, I guess, and they took it out of Bakugan and replaced it with something else. I don't know, but I don't really like it for that for that reason. But they kept Chaos, Darkus, and Ventus. Now, Chaos is the attribute of light. Darkus is the attribute of darkness, which, gee, I wonder. And Ventus is the attribute of wind. And yeah, so that's more or less a overview of Bakugan and history, a little bit of history at least. If y'all would like to get acquainted with the rest of the history, I can post in the description, you know, the Bakugan Wikipedia, so y'all can study up on the history and whatnot. I could also post in the description the first season of Bakugan Battle Brawlers, so that y'all can watch it for yourselves, because it's actually a really good show. It's available on Pluto TV as far as my knowledge goes. I think it is on Apple TV and some other streaming services, but Pluto TV I know for sure because I have Pluto TV and I watch it on there. So yeah, let's get another shot of Drago hitting the gate card right quick, and then I'll end the video there. Oh no, Drago, don't miss the card now. There you go. You might not have been able to see that so good, but yeah. Also, little thing to note, Drago looks kind of goofy whenever he doesn't have his feet or his horn, you know, when he lands on a card. So it looks kind of goofy. But anyways, if y'all want to see any more Bakugan related videos, I can certainly try to make more. And if this video gets more views and whatnot, for the sake of feedback, then I certainly will make videos of me brawling someone else. I think that'd be pretty cool. Anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and then see you guys in the next video.